ain't just now starting this. They ain't just now starting this. They've been doing this. They've been doing this. This is what they do. When they favorite word, they reach. Oh, he reached for it. That's why I shot him. I shot him because he reached.
I'm here because to lend solidarity and support and stand with the other residents of the city of Cleveland throughout the county who believe that the killing of Melissa Williams and Timothy Russell was just unjustified and wrong, and is morally wrong. It was legally wrong. It's unconscionable that human beings can be exterminated in this way. They're basically state-sanctioned extrajudicial murders, homicides, and taxpayers are paying for this. We are funding this. So I'm here to lend support to this effort. There's all kinds of people out here, all ages, races, colors, and creeds. With regard to the civil rights movement, this one is lacking in terms of the spiritual component. And I think that's important. That's one of the things that carried African Americans through the civil rights movement. We didn't have weapons. We didn't have money. We didn't have power. How did we manage to succeed within the Montgomery bus boycott? All we had was passion and sincere conviction and belief that we were doing the right thing and God was on our side. And if you notice, one of the things that happened was there were always songs and there were always prayers. And we need that now, not only, just because that's been an historical reality, but to fortify us. In Cleveland, riots, no, because people have not, the people who live here, I don't think that they'd be party to that. In terms of the verdict, that is unconscionable, and it simply affirms that the administration, the city leadership, the judiciary, and the government, basically, the state and the federal government, affirm that it is okay to exterminate black people.
So, with all the frustration, with all the hurt, disappointment, all those emotions, if we don't translate that into votes, which is our true power when it comes to community, then all of this is in vain. There'll be another Tamir Rice, there'll be another Tanisha Anderson, there'll be another 137 shots if we don't get out and vote. And that is the first part to changing the system. We have to have a victory. And so in order to get a victory, we have to get out of office those who have allowed this to go on. I've supported the mayor in the past, and I like Frank Jackson. But the reality is there's been no accountability. No one has been fired for misconduct in terms of the mayor or the safety director. They got promotions. They were moved. That doesn't make us as a community feel comfortable in your leadership. Number two, the way that this situation has been handled. For the city of Cleveland to consistently talk about rioting and burning like Baltimore burned, that's not who we are. That's not what we've done. So it's almost like you wanted to incite that or put that in the atmosphere. And we know as ministers, what we put in the atmosphere is crucial. But I love my people, man. I love my city. But if we don't vote, then 137 shots, Tamir Rice and all of the others did die in May.
Man, but let me ask you this, because a lot of people, there's been a lot of talk about rioting and seeing what happened in Baltimore, and that's going to be Cleveland. Did you ever get a sense at all that that was the case in Cleveland?
I never got the sense, and I can tell you that when that did happen, if people did mention it, I reminded them of the type of city we were and the type of movement we are as a people. And this city, people know me as a person of peace. They know I don't lead riots. They know I don't lead demonstrations that lead to violence. So they respected the fact that I said, look, we got to be peaceful. And yes, I think that you should display your anger. I think that you should voice it. But again, come election time, if we ain't all at the polls, something's wrong.
But does that frustrate you? Because that's been a big case for us. Our turnouts, our numbers have been so low. Do you think these moments will bring that cause together, or will Cleveland continue to be that passive, whatever city where we don't turn out and do what we need to do at the election time?
I think if leaders speak out and speak truth, and not be scared to speak against Mayor Jackson and others, then I think it can. The reality is politics. So once this is swept under the rug, we're back to politics.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day. But let's be clear that, again, us voting as a community is everyone's responsibility. So if your church, our church, their group, that group gets together and figures out how to get people to the polls and educate them about this issue and this process, then I think we can vote and make a change. That's going to be our victory. That's going to be our victory.
Yeah. And then lastly, the legacy with our youth, our young people, and some of the things that they're doing or not doing. Are you feeling any concern as you look forward, speaking? I mean, we got some great people, Bashir, yourself, some others. What are your when you look at the future as far as the kids coming up, the tone we have to set with them? How do we get them engaged, get them connected in?
I think they are engaged. I'm in classrooms from Akron to Cleveland, and they're talking about it. People have things to say about it. Our young people are confused about the process. What happens? Why are they not found guilty? We need to educate them about that process so they know why they need to be engaged. But I think that our young people and young adults and young professionals are well aware of what's going on. How do we engage is different on different dynamics. You know, we used to be able to march, and everybody doesn't believe in marching. Some believe in boycotting. We got to hit them where their pockets hurt. Whatever your form of demonstration is, it can work and send a message. And so no young person is left behind in this because they get it. They get it. They're just angry, and we need to show them what to do with that anger.